this a race?
Keep up.
How many times are you going to get pissed at me this week?
That depends on you, and how well you do in this phase of the test. Welcome to American Rust, my home away from hell.
Raw and rough. It suits you.
Max, do you know how awesome this is? I get my best friend back, and she's also supersized.
We don't know for how long.
Exactly why it's time to have fun.
Are you kidding? After yesterday, I'm kind of over guns, Chloe. Freaks me out that you have one.
Don't you trust me?
Yes, but not that gun.
You have more power than an army. Don't be scared of my little toy. Besides, we need it for the test. Drink?
Yuck.
You are so cute. You haven't changed a bit. Okay, let's do this. Can you find 5 bottles while I prep the shooting range?
Beer and guns? Nice combo.
You can handle it. Now go find us 5 bottles, pretty please.
Time for a fetch quest. I did something a little bit different. I just started the cutscene because I knew what was going on. At least I knew what was happening, because this is by far the most unfortunate, not unfortunate, but one of the most widely criticized part about this game is this bottle fetching, and I actually like it, and I'll explain why. A lot of people think it's a little bit annoying because you have to walk around this trash yard, and it takes you out of the story. It doesn't really serve a narrative, right? It doesn't really serve that.
Every car has its own tale and history.
I suppose why people don't like it is because it feels needless. It feels like filler, right? It's you just stumbling around, exploring this junkyard and trying to find 5 bottles. And that's exactly what's happening. There's nothing else going here. But it's important, I think, they did this because... Okay, so I think there's a few reasons why I like it. So the first reason is they had to set this area up somehow, because it comes up later again, and if you don't know how it navigates or where you need to go, then it can end up taking the immersion out of the experience. So they need to show you the entire area before you actually find it, right? I mean, before you visit it again. So for that reason, it's a good way to introduce you to the area and just maybe the overall layout. So in that aspect, I think it's a good thing. At least I think that maybe there are more elegant ways of doing it, definitely, but a bottle fetch quest is not that big of a deal. The second thing is it's a junkyard in this particular sense, and it has some inherent meaning, because it's supposed to tell you, it's supposed to give you a story of Arcadia Bay, not a story, but a history of Arcadia Bay, in some sense. I'm just collecting bottles while I'm talking, so don't mind that. So it fell, we need to move this crate, yeah. So it's telling you the history about Arcadia Bay, and also not just about Arcadia Bay, but Chloe and Rachel, because they spend a lot of time here, so it's a very important place, not only for this part of the story, but also for Before the Storm. Now, I don't know if Before the Storm was actually planned when they made this, but if they did, then I think it sets it up very nicely, again for the similar reason as my first reason, because it just shows you, or at least it tells you, where to go or how this particular area looks like and how to navigate it. So, for that reason, for those 2 reasons, I think are practical reasons, and I like them because of that. But the third reason, which is mostly a personal reason, is I just like to take a break from the story and the cutscenes and just basically enjoy the game as it is, because I think this is actually quite a pretty area to look at. It's very atmospheric, it feels like the wild nature, even though everything is destroyed, it's still, I think it feels like one of the most pure places in the entire of Arcadia Bay. Everything else feels very fake, I suppose, like the school entirely feels like maybe it's being capitalized by the Prescotts, or maybe when you're in the Two Wheels Diner, it feels like things are wrong, like maybe something's off because of all the fishermen, etc., telling you that things used to be better, right? But this feels very pure. It just feels like a place of memories and nostalgia, and just something that exists, and it is what it is, right? And for that reason, I tend to enjoy it.
That looks exactly like this.
That freaked me out so much. I'm not really sure why. I thought it was a guy. Right. That's the fourth reason why I like it, because it's slightly unsettling.
Perfect photo op.
And I feel like it's very easy to make an unsettling area that's dark or that's purposely scary. But this one isn't, right? This is very bright. You're out here. Sure, you're isolated and lonely, but it has that air of mysticism to it. And it's just a good atmosphere. Maybe that kind of ties into my third reason why I like it, but I do like it because maybe especially because of my third reason, not my third reason, but because this is my fifth time playing through the game. I know where to go or where to find the bottles, or at least most of them. So it maybe feels a little bit less cumbersome, but even the first time I very much felt the same. I think the sense of unsettlement was even higher, which is why I appreciated it. There's one great thing about the picture we just took, which I want to show you. Right? We took a picture of the dough, but if you look at the picture, there's no dough there anymore. So it's essentially it was just a hallucination. Not a hallucination, but Max maybe saw it because the dough was like in another dimension or something like that. I'm not sure. Something is off, right? It's that era of mysticism and supernaturalism that I keep raving on about. Wait, what is he talking about? He spammed us so much. Is Dr. Graham the house here? Sans question. I make house calls for you. What up, pup? What do you know about relativity, wormholes, time travel? So now I'm Doctor Who or Doc Brown for what? Oh, what? I'll explain in detail later if you actually help me. Like time, my texts are infinite. Plus I have unlimited messaging. Great. Hit me up anytime if you have other questions. I'll be in my TARDIS. She's such a nerd. No worries about not going ape with me, so he's obviously upset with that. Thought it would be cool to take a road trip in the new wheels. I'll just drive in circles around town. I'm sorry, Warren. Hard week. I still owe you. Yes, you do. Let me know if you change your mind. So he's coming off a little bit too hard for my tastes. It seems he's very much... He seems a little bit desperate. I get it, right? Because he likes her, us, I suppose. And he just wants to feel included, so he's just basically doing everything he can to protect us. But I know that interest, or at least his caring, is not coming from an honest place of heart. I mean, it is coming from an honest place of heart, but his intentions are misguided. He's not trying to be a good friend, he's just trying to score, or just feel loved. He's trying not to be lonely, and we cannot indulge that. Because I make the rules around here. Because I play as Max. I think there's a bottle here, if I remember. Did it just fall? Maybe it tried falling. I'm not sure. It's fine, we got a bottle.
One more bottle to go. I'm sure this is a popular party pit.
Yikes. So we almost died, basically. This is fine. Get through it fast. Kate wrote to us. We need to check your text, obviously. Max, I want to thank you for giving me such great advice about going to the police and telling them everything about Nathan. I so appreciate you standing by me. Keeps my faith. XOXOXO. Kate, I'm on your side. Please don't mention me too much if you can. I'm already in trouble around here. Max, that is not the thing to say to Kate. I get it. We admitted to having the joint, and her going to the police telling her that we are a witness and then we have drugs on us is obviously a bad thing, but still she's going through a very rough time, so maybe leave that sentence out. Maybe. And thanks so much for talking to me this morning. I was about to have a serious cry and I needed a friend. You were there. As usual, XOXOXO. So that just warms my silly little heart. That is so nice. We've done everything to protect Kate, and that's good. Some might say, aren't you a little bit of a hypocrite because you're doing the same thing to Kate that Warren is doing to us? Yeah, shut the I didn't ask for your opinion. I think it's different though, because Warren is in imminent life danger, and I think she is, right? Basically with her mental state, right? It's much easier to see how she could go wrong or in a different direction as opposed to us. We're still very mentally stable.
Chloe and Rachel.
Yes, this is the area that I wanted to go last.
Rachel here.
Yes, that's why I'm here. This is where Rachel and Chloe used to hang out.
Voila. Now I can deliver this bottle booty.
Yeah, we have 5 bottles. Don't worry about it. Let's just look at the things around here.
So Rachel did go to a Vortex Club party. This flyer is dated right before she disappeared.
Coincidence?
I want to die. Jeez. Who wrote this?
This seems like a Chloe thing to write. It's very much a Chloe thing.
Ouch.
Fuck you, yes you. I mean, with all the punk goth emo thing going on here, that doesn't seem very disconcerting to me. Chloe was here, Rachel was here.
I don't want
Should we write Max was here?
I was here.
No, no, no. We're not gonna write, because as soon as we put that on the wall, they have another piece of evidence to use against us in the court of law, so I'm not gonna do that.
They would have gone all the way to Los Angeles for a rave. Looks fun.
8 p.m. to 6 a.m. See, these are the normal party hours. No, I never party. I don't know what normal party hours are. Rachel is obviously better at darts than Chloe was. Very interesting. Makeup case?
I can't see Chloe playing with makeup.
Yeah, that's probably Rachel's. I see that, I see that.
That kind of hurts. They really were besties. That could have been me instead of Rachel.
Well, yeah, but your parents moved when you were 13, so there was nothing you could have done about it, so... Don't beat yourself up, Max.
What's up with this weird secret relationship?
Nice. That's some
Sounds
juicy
like
drama.
Rachel was confused about it, maybe even ashamed. I wish she named names. I better not show this to Chloe or she will be seriously hurt.
Oh, see, yes, Chloe, probably. You can tell how much I want you to read this letter since I'm dragging my ass to give it to you. Maybe I just want you to find it when I'm not around so we never have to talk about it, and I don't want you to hate me. Where to start? I met somebody recently who's so different from the lame Vortex Club snobs. I know you'll have a meltdown when I tell you and think he's gross, but I swear he's wise and unconventional. Kinda scary, not in a bad boy way, he just experienced some serious shit. Yes, I'm kinda obsessed. It's like, I won't blame you for freaking. Maybe I know you're right and this just has to be my secret, I hate not sharing this with you, except I know you'd give me the stink eye and grill me for every stupid detail. If I even told you that last night we hooked up near campus, you would have gone upset and ballistic and probably killed me and bury my body. Maybe that's not what it said, but I'm interpreting it as that. Mixtape?
Rachel songs. I wonder if Chloe would ever make me a mixtape.
I mean, you can ask her. She probably doesn't do anything better with her life, not to disparage her or anything, but I feel like she has enough time to draw you up a mixtape. It should be relatively easy with the modern technology. Syringes, not gonna even go near that. Here are the bottles. Take my freaking bottles, Chloe.
Thanks, Max.
Hey, by the way, I saw Rachel. That's not the right thing to say to Chloe in this exact time and place.
One more for the road.
You're serious about this?
We're gonna shoot all these bottles without wasting a single bullet. Max,
So at this point, you
have to
might
help me
ask
out.
yourself, why are we Chloe's friend?
Show me the way, Max.
I need to see you shoot first.
Let's move out of the way because... Right, we need to go to the right.
Show me the...
Aim a bit to the right.
Sir, yes, sir.
Or just learn how to aim a gun, maybe.
Oh, yes! Did you see that shit, Max?
Duh.
That was so fucking cool. Now for the second bottle. Now, Max, where do I aim?
This seems like such a waste
You're
of
on
my
target.
powers.
Pull the trigger.
Bazinga.
Now, Max, where do I
Aim
Up.
slightly above.
See, this
right
is
between the eyes.
definitely an unfortunate
Watch
scene
out,
in this
Nathan.
series. In this otherwise
Now
beautiful
that
series.
is fun. Let's pump up the volume and find me another target.
I get the
I
bottle
wanna get
collecting.
creative here.
I get the bottle collecting. It gives you a sense of space. Gives you some story, backstory.
Give me something to shoot, Max.
I don't want to shoot anything. Maybe shoot that. The rim, sure, shoot the rim.
Let's take out this wheel rim on your
It's gonna
left.
bounce out.
Taking out the wheel rim now.
It's gonna bounce to the bottle. There we go. Perfect shot.
Hella yes!
Nice shooting, Tex.
See,
Now
this
that's
just
what I'm
makes me
talking
dislike
about.
Chloe a little bit.
Satisfied?
Not saying,
Like,
I mean, not
work.
dislike her, but
So
it
I
doesn't
want
paint
one
her in
more
a good
really
light.
Cool trick shot.
Because
How about
she's...
using that junker?
I
for
get
a
it,
target?
right? They're trying to show us she's highly responsible and that things have a can have
Dude, I
very
need a
adverse side
target before I
effects.
shoot.
But what I also like
Well,
about the scene,
Max?
there are two great parts, right? First of all, they make you kind of dislike her because she's acting reckless. The second part is...
Okay, you're too busy to help, so I'm...
Wait. She's gonna do that. So you see that she goes for the car bumper.
Well,
I
Max?
wanted to do that because it's a nice sense of catharsis.
Put
Let's
a
see
real
what
dent
happens.
in that front bumper.
Goodbye, cruel bumper.
Pain.
I shot myself! Ugh, I shot myself! Back up! Back
Stupid
up!
gun.
That
Hold
will
on,
never
Chloe.
get old to me. I'm not sure why it's so funny to me, but the fact that it's just like, what do you expect would happen?
Dude, I need a target.
How about aiming for
Jesus.
the left tire?
It's such a
Adios,
great scene,
spinning
man.
wheel of death.
I appreciate it for that. Perfect. We took 3 bottles out at once. I call that. Can you move out of the way, Max? Thank you. I call that efficiency.
Uber cool.
Save some bullets, right?
I cannot believe this is for reals. My best friend is a superhero. Now it's your turn to bust a cap.
My head hurts
I
because
don't know.
the bullet went
Max, your nose. Damn.
into your stomach.
I don't feel
One
so
great
sick.
thing, one great consequence about this is the fact that there is an alternate dimension in which Chloe is still shot and will probably bleed out on the ground. But also, there's another one great part about the scene that it kind of alludes to the fact that maybe she's meant to die, right? This is kind of what the game is trying to tell you. At 2 points now, she's already died essentially, or got shot, or at least severely injured. So it's like the universe is trying to tell you this girl should not be alive. But you keep saving her, you keep
freaked me out
changing,
there.
messing up the game
Do you
plan.
feel any better now?
This is probably not okay
A little.
for
Thanks
the
for
nature, right?
helping me.
And the exact cutscene that happens after
me
she
a
gets shot here, and you rewind to
much
save
action
her.
for
There's
Arcadia?
the storm, and in essence,
Maybe
it's
not.
trying to tell you, oh, the storm is happening.
This
Bad
is
things are
kinda fun.
happening because you keep
Scary
messing up with the
and
timeline.
stupid, but
You keep
fun.
trying to save her when she's
Let me know
obviously
when you
not
feel
meant
okay.
to be alive.
God, this power
It's just
really
something
messes
to
with
consider,
my
right?
head.
When we go, as we go
I
into the
feel
future,
normal
right?
again. I better go chat up Chloe.
It keeps telling you that this is what's supposed to happen. This is the natural order of things in some sense. So you need to savor the time you have with Chloe because it's limited. And this is something that's true for everyday relationships as well. We have people in our life, and obviously every time we spend with them is limited. But we don't consider it because that time limit is somewhere in the future. But when it feels so very imminent, like it does with Chloe, because she could die at any time essentially, we just experienced that. She just got a bullet to her stomach from basically nowhere, right? There was no way to expect that. It was just very sudden. It just gives us a notion that maybe we really should try to go easy on her in some sense. We should try to appreciate the moments that we are spending together. And this kind of comes into play more later in the episodes, but also kind of now because, you know, we're spending time together. So again, this is just something to consider because the game is very actively trying to tell you it's about the time you spend together. The ending is already kind of spelled out for you, right? It's telling you she's meant to die. Maybe she's meant to die. Maybe she's supposed to die. The game is alluding to that, and we need to respect the game for that. It's trying to tell. It's trying to be very obvious. I think that's my interpretation of it. Anyways, maybe because again I've played it many times. Oh, there's a train. I never knew a train actually passes by. I knew it passes by, but I didn't know it happens live. That's a really nice touch of detail. Well, I'm glad we waited because that was fun. So hey, Chloe, because of what they just said, we need to spend some quality time together. So hi.
Okay. Looks like you're ready to lock and load.
I don't know about this.
Are you afraid of getting in trouble? Oh, boo-hoo, Max is afraid. I know you can handle this, and I'm here to guide you. Make me proud, sister.
Hey, it's Thelma and Louise. Or is it Bonnie and Clyde?
Excuse us, Frank.
Oh, sorry, Chloe. Don't let me get in the way of your bonding. I heard the gunshots and the breaking glass. It's cute that you're playing with guns. Just like me at your age.
We're not anything alike, man.
We both need money. In fact, you need it so bad, you owe me a shitload, don't you, Chloe? Huh?
You'll get your money.
Don't they all say that? You know, even when they're broke and acting tough? What are you hiding there, girlie? Let me see.
Where did you get that bracelet?
A friend, and it's none of your goddamn business. You're my business now.
That's
and I...
Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
Calm yourself, all right? It was a gift.
No, it wasn't. You stole that shit. Give it to me right now, asshole.
You better step back before you regret it, girl. I mean it. You want me to cut you, bitch?
Please. Please step back.
You're kidding. Put that down.
We're obviously not gonna shoot him, right? It's not what Max would do, it's not what I would do, plus I'm just not gonna kill a man right now. There's no hesitation in my mind. I just won't shoot him. Sure, it's looking dangerous, he has a knife, but he only came here because Chloe owes him money. And if he does anything to harm us, right, he knows that we have a weapon, maybe that we're unstable, but ultimately I think he just wants his money. And that's exactly what I think he's going for here, and exactly why I'm not gonna shoot him. So let's not shoot him.
Come on, girlie. Shoot me.
Frank, that's not
You're more like Abbott
gun
and
safety
Costello.
protocol. You
Nice
can't just
piece.
walk into a loaded weapon
I'll
like this.
consider this interest on your loan. Thanks. You have until Friday to pay me, or I'll track you down with this interest. Have a good play, kids.
See, he just wants the money. What's the alternative? We kill him dead and add
Really
another
stood your
record?
ground.
I freaked. I don't like guns.
Chloe, what are you talking
It'll
about?
be hard to keep Nathan off my ass. My step-shit will have his other gun sealed in an electrified bunker by now.
Sorry, Chloe. I've never held a gun on a human being before. Not cool.
I know, Max. Really. I'm actually relieved. it
So
worked
Chloe
out this
does
way.
have a sense of semblance in her head. That's great news. That's
And there
great
are more
news to
guns
hear.
out there. Let's blow. My secret lair didn't feel secret today. At least Frank is gone. He won't fuck with us again. He just wants his money.
That's what I wanted to say exactly, and exactly why I did
Frank
not
took
shoot him.
Chloe's gun because of me.
Let me hear rationalize that. Oh, so that's the only rationalization she has. Oh, he took her gun.
Why did Frank have Rachel's bracelet?
It was not her
We
gun.
need to talk
That's
about
the
this
first
later,
thing. She
but
stole it.
I better follow Chloe now.
The second thing is that I don't think the option of shooting him is. The game is not even pretending like it's the right choice. You can do it, obviously, but then again,
Chloe's waiting
no.
to go for a walk.
Sometimes the game is very good
both
with
need
its
to
moral
time out
choices,
and
but
care.
sometimes it's very obvious it wants you to do one thing and not the other. And the other one is there basically to not spice it up, but to just to give an alternative, I guess. When you're replaying the game and you want something different, you take the other option just to see what happens later down the road, right? And I think this is one of those options. Not every option has to, I mean, not every choice has to be a moral dilemma of the century. Some of them just have to be entertaining. And I think that trying to shoot someone when Max is obviously not the type to shoot someone is usually a pretty good thing. Alright, so what I think I'll do is end the episode at this point. It's been shorter, and actually make the next one a little bit longer, because just so we finish up the episode. That seems like a reasonable thing to me, because again, it's a nice cut. We go to a next area, and it just feels right to me. And especially now, my heart is racing after such a dramatic encounter with a guy who was obviously trying to kill us, and we pulled out a gun on him, and I just need the time out. I just need some time out. I need to drink some water, recuperate, and then we continue. Obviously, I'm joking. But I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I hope to see you next time.